Maha Bodhi Society, a miraculous oasis of spirituality, stands tall, softening the hustle and bustle of a growing city, resonating love, compassion, altruistic joy, and equanimity. Entering the Mahadwara, the ambience fills your heart with wonder and peacefulness, and enlightenment seems much closer. The Maha Bodhi Vishwa Shanti Buddha Vihara, the World Peace Stupa, the Bodhi Tree, the Satipatthana Kuti, the Nalanda Hostel, Buddha's holy footprints, and the Sima Hall are a vivid testimony of the living legacy of the Buddha. Venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita, lovingly known as Bharabanteji amongst his beloved disciples, was a great enlightened master, an inspiration, a motivation, a prolific writer, a philanthropist, a scholar with a profound spiritual strength, greatly contributed in reviving Buddhism in the land of its origin, India. To put compassion into action, Bhanteji gave medicine to the sick, clothing to the poor, limbs to the limbless, food to the hungry, water to the thirsty, sight to the blind, and most of all, Dhamma for the seekers.
On the occasion of 2500 years Buddha Jayanti, that is in 1956, I decided to resign from Nalanda Pali Postgraduate Institute, and so I went to Buddha Gaya to meditate and offered 1 lakh Deepa Puja for 1 full month. I got a clear mind there about the future activities I would like to engage in. That is how, when Mrs. Bianca Munasingha, the niece of Venerable Anagarika Dhammapala, when she approached me saying that she got some land given by Maharaja of Mysore, which was lying idle, some people had encroached on the land and nothing is happening, etc. I will accept the offer with the condition that I will not be another bhikkhu employee. Ours will be an independent Maha Bodhi Society. And as the president of the society, I will conduct activities in a practical way through seva and sadhana programs. And that is how I came to Bangalore on 5th June 1956.
As per concern the real Buddhism, Bharabanteji is established the Maha Bodhi Society Bangalore as a headquarter. Then right now we have about 13 or 14 branches. Then we have total 450 monks and nuns. So the Maha Bodhi Society is only Theravada organization which is very active in India. Therefore, Bharabanteji vision is successful.
And this Maha Bodhi Society was started in a totally new atmosphere by our Guruji, Most Venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita, Bharabanteji. New atmosphere where people did not even know who was the Buddha, and they did not even hear the word Buddha was also foreign for many of them. So that is how Bhanteji started. Bhanteji had Dhamma in his heart and nothing else. He came empty-handed. He was without introduction to any people. He didn't know anybody in Bangalore. And in 1956, he came and started with this bowl. His power was this Pindapata, the bowl given by the enlightened Supreme Master Buddha. That is the real heritage, that is the real inheritance that the Buddha has given.
Maha Bodhi started in a small way, my dear, and it has grown this size. And it will grow far more, believe me. all because of the good work and the good mind. There is nothing that a human being cannot do if he or she wants to. You can become a Buddha, the most perfect one, the supremely enlightened teacher of gods and men. So if you really want to do something good, nothing will come on the way. But you must be prepared to pay a price for this. And the price is discipline, purity, holiness, nobility of mind, not meanness, not selfishness. Keep that in mind.
Bhagavanti is very, very strict in discipline. I got an opportunity to study Dhamma, Vinaya, and he used to say that we do something with pure mind, with pure object, and then don't mind for the money, money will come, don't worry for the money, you only do that good job, then money will automatically come.
A good work, if you start once, you see, money is never the problem. The problem is human being. We need good human resource. People who are prepared to really follow the Dhamma, change their life. What really matters is purify life, my dear. Change life. One day we all have to go. So carry something when you go. Bhagavan Buddha has given such a wonderful teaching, and we can change our life. With this very life we can change.
Bhagavanti started first of all a very important program, that is Dhamma Dana. Because before you expect people to do something, what you are going to do for the people, that matters. So Bhagavanti had that Dhamma in his heart. That is all he could offer to the people.
In the first week of arrival, 6 or 7 intellectuals from our local colleges and wanted to have a debate. I accepted the challenge. And we debated on Buddhism and different schools of Indian thought near the present Bodhi tree. And they were satisfied with what they wanted to know. They were actually very impressed with the teachings of the Buddha. This is most scientific and objective and very wonderful. There was nothing wrong in it. So with these few intellectuals as the nucleus, I started the Sunday discourse program with half an hour meditation and Dhamma teachings. Later on, through them, a lot of others joined, and the program has continued since then, up to date.
Try to practice Dhamma and then share that experience with others. That's the best thing I found is good for me.
When Bhagavanti came, he was searching what to do and how to start, where to start. So one of the things that touched him very deeply because of his compassion, he saw very poor patients in Victoria Hospital, and then he felt he must do something for them. Whether he gets something in return or not, that is not the matter. But what can he do? So he started Dana service, hospital Dana service, which he called. That means he collected fruits from people and fruit vendors, and then he went there, he gave to these poor people, poor patients, these fruits, and then he did metta and he did prayers and wished them. And it has helped so many people, and it gave him immense power. And then so many people came and started asking who is he and all. He got introduced to many officials and some politicians and some business people and like that. So that is how then he said, come, you also join, you also share the punya. And they came and they used to go and join this Dana services. Then they found it, oh, it is really elevating.
Now the hospital Dana service became very popular. First it became once a month, then once in 15 days, then once a week, and then every day. Then I extended the program not only to Victoria but to all hospitals throughout Bengaluru.
To alleviate the sufferings of maximum people, Banteji later built the Maha Bodhi Burns Hospital in Victoria Hospital, Arogya Hospital, Artificial Limb Center, and many other medical programs and other humanitarian activities which are evident in all his branches. Before dawn gets closer, the venerable monks earnestly bring to life the universal teachings of the Buddha. Through the harmonious chanting, they pray and meditate, radiating positive energy and bringing inner peace and happiness to all sentient beings. Monks wake up to a new day, a new life with the intention and commitment to practice the noble teachings and live a noble life, and share that nobility with all sentient beings. Seeing the urgent need of training good monks in India, in 2001, Bhante started Maha Bodhi Monastic Institute on the auspicious day of 2545th Buddha Jayanti. Today, 400 monks from different parts of India are getting proper monastic training. They strictly follow the monastic discipline, and every new and full moon days, they recite the disciplinary code of conduct and also perform religious services to the lay community.
The original teachings were completely lost. In North India, it was lost first, then in South India too it was lost. These teachings were preserved in Sri Lanka, Burma and Thailand, and we lost here in the mainland. But in India, no trace of original teachings were found, and since nearly 1000 years. In the year 1984, we took up, therefore, the Tripitaka Granthamala project here to translate and print the original teachings that are preserved in Pali Tripitaka, which you see in original teachings were preserved in the pristine purity in Tripitaka. We produced 13 volumes, so further volumes will also be translated. We'll have, in a big way, we'll do this, the Kannada Tripitaka project.
The government of Andhra Pradesh gave us a grant of some 5 years ago, gave us a grant of 50 lakhs to Maha Bodhi, requesting them to see that the original Pali texts are translated into Telugu directly. We started on the project. I am coordinating this project for Maha Bodhi. It's 50 volumes, the 5 Nikayas and then Vinaya texts and then Abhidharma texts, the 5 Nikayas. Out of 50 volumes, we have completed 10 volumes so far. Every year, 2-3 volumes are coming.
And the Tamil translation has almost started. Like that, Bada Bhanteji had a vision that all major languages of India will have this Tripitaka translated into those languages and is available to anybody. And then we have 2 magazines, one in English and one in Kannada. And then we have publication.
In 2006, at the age of 85, Bada Bhanteji established Maha Bodhi Academy for Pali and Buddhist studies. This is the result of his deep research and experience in the revival of Buddhism.
The main program is Buddhist Studies program. From PhD programs we are running for PhD students. We have 2 batches of students. Nearly 14 students are pursuing PhD under Maha Bodhi Research Center. And this year we have started the Diploma in Theravada Buddhist Studies and Certificate course in Theravada Buddhist Studies. So Diploma is of 1 year course and Certificate is of 6 month course. So apart from these courses, the library facility also we are providing. We have more than 9,000 books which are stored in this library, including the Holy Tripitaka in different languages. We plan to start bachelor and master courses in Buddhism, degree courses, and then further it will extend it to PhD programs. So when we have all these courses running regularly, then we'll have our own Buddhist university.
And develop Lord Buddha University of Pali and Theravada Buddhism as center of higher study in original teachings of the Buddha.
Thickly covered with varieties of trees, a mango grove, Maha Bodhi Dhamma Dhuta Meditation Center in Allur is a sacred garden of the Buddha, a place to commune with your inner self and for spiritual renewal. The center offers short and long courses throughout the year. Many great masters from Myanmar, Thailand, Sri Lanka and India conduct the courses. Around 35 courses are conducted each year. There is ample space for walking meditation and an opportunity to meditate in the nearby forest. The center includes dormitories, meditation hall and Bodhi Rashmi Pagoda with individual meditation cells. Monastic courses include going for alms rounds to the nearby villages.
Opportunity arrived to expand our educational seva program. we took up the educational activities really in a very big way. So Maha Bodhi Residential School and Hostel program was started with Ladakhi students. You see, head Lama of Ladakh came to me, Kushok Bokula, very nice Lamaji. I knew him before, very fine person. So we started this program. They were given free of charge all facilities. So the education program became another very important service for us with the Ladakhi boys. The experience we gained through this service enabled us to start a school in Mysore.
For Bhante, education is holistic. His very clear understanding of education was to transform our heart. That is what the Supreme Buddha also taught us. Ultimately, we should learn and practice and achieve something which transforms our heart towards wisdom and enlightenment, and that which can bring out of suffering.
Situated in the midst of a woody place, Maha Bodhi Kala Students' Home in Mysore is a home to 183 students from all over India. 480 students study at the Maha Bodhi Residential School. Bhanteji laid the foundation in 1972, and since its inception, hundreds of students have passed out and are truly enjoying the fruit of holistic education. And many of them are positively giving back to the society.
And when we have interest, when our intention also very good, then thing doesn't get difficult.
When I entered to the campus, I feel very, very happy and peaceful.
What we learn is the selfless dedication from all the disciples of Bhanteji. And another one is also the compassionate, that you do something at the same time, whatever you know, you give to others.
Seeing the flaws of modern education, Bada Bhanteji seriously advocated a holistic and character-building education in all the Maha Bodhi schools and college. According to Bada Bhanteji, Buddhist education is a vital aspect of life as the tool for bringing about human development in all aspects, material, mental, and spiritual, through a process of training and discipline. However wonderful the education system is, unless it is able to produce character in those who undergo the educational process, that system is not only inadequate but dangerous.
Metaloka is just a family. We all are brothers here and we always love each other.
Mahindra Hills, perhaps one of the most beautiful hills overlooking the city of Hyderabad, is the home to Maha Bodhi Buddha Vihara. This Vihara is being developed into a full-fledged center with a monastery, a replica of Amaravati Stupa, where the Buddha's holy relics will be soon enshrined. The center is home to 35 monks.
Here in Maha Bodhi you get a lot of chance, to after all this my training in the 2015 I was told to take up Maha Bodhi Hyderabad.
I thought of Maha Bodhi because it's a South Indian organization. It's nearer Hyderabad, and then I used to watch them. They are very monastic people. So the way they bring up the trainees, the way they train the young monks, novices, they're strongly rooted in the Buddhist tradition. That is how I thought they are the right people, and that is what we are trying to bring that kind of culture into this. Acharya Buddharakkhita, he has institutionalized Maha Bodhi to such an extent. No institution should depend on individuals, no one individual. Whether he is there or not, it should go on in the right way. That's how it's going on. I rate him among some of the greatest monks. Particularly in South India, he was the most leading man. Nobody else took so much of interest spread Buddhism in South India.
A branch of Maha Bodhi Society was established in Dayun, in Arunachal Pradesh, to serve the poor Buddhist communities who are scattered and totally divided. At present in Dayun we have a model school, girls hostel, boys hostel, monk center, humanitarian programs like distribution of mosquito nets, blankets, and providing medical help through our ambulance service. Social integration, that's an important program. Maha Bodhi Dhamma Vijaya Buddha Vihara and Maha Bodhi Maitri Stupa.
Maha Bodhi Dayun is the biggest and the first branch of Maha Bodhi centers in northeast India. It is a small district in Arunachal Pradesh, the land of dawn-lit mountains. The beautiful Maha Bodhi center adds to the richness and the beauty of this place. The Maha Bodhi Rita Girls Hostel in Dayun is a home for 170 girls, and 40 boys live at the boys' hostel. 590 children study at the Maha Bodhi school, and 23 monks happily live and practice at the Monastic Institute.
For me, Maha Bodhi school is just like a land of paradise.
Musavada Veramani Sikhabadam Samadhiyami. India named unchained 12 men scored for second ODI against West Indies. That's all for today, and thank you and have a nice day.
And focus your attention on your breathing in and breathing out.
Meditation refreshes my mind. feel fortunate, lucky, and blessed to be in Maha Bodhi. Dhamma improves my day-to-day life.
On 18th October 2014, Maha Bodhi Karuna Charitable Medical Center was started. One doctor, two nurses, one coordinator are the committed team. General treatment and minor operations are conducted.
Venerable Panyaloka was sent from here. He was in charge, he was the secretary here. He was sent with a very big mission. You see, to take charge at the office of the project director of Maha Bodhi College in Namsai. There is no college, nothing.
Endowed with nature's untouched and incredible beauty, Namsai is a small district in Arunachal Pradesh, also known as the land of golden pagodas.
In studying Maha Bodhi Lord Buddha College, I feel very lucky.
That in the year 2013 itself, we have started our academic session 2013-14, and after beginning the new session, Bharavanteji again instructs me to start a monastery with undertaking of 18 young boys and ordain them as a young monk. At that time, we don't have sufficient shelter and fooding, lodging for it is very difficult. I told Bharavanteji that even only for me also it is difficult to live here. But Bharavanteji says, don't worry, everything will be okay. Just you take 18 boys and start the monastic part. So immediately I informed the local people here. The parents are very happy to give their young child to be a monk, and that's why with 18 boys we started, and now the number of young monks is 63 here at present. And every year those who are a little bit trained, here only we are training the basic monastic part. After that I used to send to Bengaluru for their higher monastic training. So our day-to-day life in our monastery, our monks living here, we got up early in the morning at 4, and our daily chanting is 4:30, and at the same time a group of monks used to go for alms round to nearby villages. Every day we used to go one village, like that, 30-35 sometimes. If the village is very nearby, then we cover 2 villages in one day.
In the initial stage, we have 210 students. At that moment we started arts and commerce, and in commerce we have 20 students, and rest students are in arts faculty, arts department. And from 2014 onward, we also got 250 students. So till today, we have given education to 1,000 students. From 2016 onward, we are already started the B.Ed department here in our institution.
As per curriculum, we are also providing
the same education to our students. We are trying to provide mental strength of our students.
This Maha Bodhi Lord Buddha College, is a platform where we live like a family, and here you are given every chance to explore your own talent.
20 college girls study at the Maha Bodhi Metric Girls Home at Namsai.
Meditation is helping me a lot in my studies.
We are Maha Bodhi, we are Maha Bodhi, we are Maha Bodhi. ये जो महा बोधि सोसाइटी जैसे हमारी जिंदगानी, कहीं सोचते नहीं हम कभी होगा कुछ भी और इनके जैसे, रहेंगे सदा हम आभारी इन पर, ओ रहेंगे सदा हम आभारी इन पर.
Surrounded by hills and grassy fields, Maha Bodhi Skill Development Center is located in Nam Tao, Namsai. Skilled workers and entrepreneurs are the need of the hour today, where there's so much of unemployment. Through this hands-on training, Maha Bodhi aims to create employable youth and encourage entrepreneurship opportunities among the youth of rural India.
We have also started a branch in Tawang, one of our very good monks, Venerable Rakita. He is head of that, under Venerable Kassapa. An old age home has been started and a hostel for students.
I got very inspired by Bharamanteji, by the all the social service activities that he has been doing for many years. I wanted to follow him and start up a project, a branch in my own hometown in Tawang.
Perched on a hillock, surrounded by many stupas, Maha Bodhi Center is one of the sacred attractions in Tawang today. 90 girls stay at the Maha Bodhi Girls Hostel, 70 boys at the Boys Hostel, 15 elders at the Maha Bodhi Old Age Home, and 6 monks live and train at the Monastic Institute. The center was started in 2008.
I love to go to school.
Early in the morning we make a meditation here, and the rest of the time we go around the Chotin and praying here by ourselves, chanting this mani, all like that. And the evening is the same. Mainly our caretakers over here as a staff, they are perfect and they are doing very well with us. They treated us very well. And rest of the teachers and whatsoever, they used to give us respect and everything as an older persons. Fooding is perfect also, yeah.
In this hostel, we can learn Dhamma, and also we can do meditation for peace of mind.
I like Bharabantiji's teaching Dhamma. The Maha Bodhi Hostel is the best because here we get chance to learn many things. The special thing is meditation and puja.
Thapu kiwa zangpoim mi che trela motonga so sanadong nang sa.
I spent in Maha Bodhi, Mysore. I was a student there. So it was one of my best days that I still remember and cherish. So Maha Bodhi is everything for me.
Kid, a small village on the mountain slope, is a tiny village in Tawang district, where Maha Bodhi has built a small temple. The venerable monks go on alms round and give teachings to the local villagers.
बड़ा बंदे जी का जब नाम मैं लेता हूँ तो हाथ ऑटोमेटिक ऐसे हो जाता है.
Bordumsa, a small town in Arunachal Pradesh, is surrounded by vast tea plantations and Buddhist shrines. Clad in pink, ice casts, 27 motivated and determined nuns fill the air with prayers and chanting of the Buddha's words. The Maha Bodhi Nunnery was started in 2015.
At the time of Parabandiji itself, they have a wish to establish nunnery in India and Dhamma Bodhi Society, but they can't find any nun who can start for that new nunnery project. After heavy discussing with Bande Ananda, I came to northeast India, where there is still Buddhists remaining. So we thought we will establish nunnery here for temporarily, means like at least 3 to 4 years before we start a new nunnery project, because I am a trainee to our nuns. Now we have about 18 nuns, and last year I could send 2 nuns to ITBM University in Myanmar, where they can study the Buddha's teaching for their further study.
Diomali, a small town in Arunachal Pradesh, is blessed with breathtaking sceneries along with its charming tribal folks. In 2011, the existing monastery was donated to Maha Bodhi by the local residents to start a school and monastic training.
Diomali, there also the school work has started.
दियोमली सेंटर तो पहले से काफ़ी अच्छा है, अभी इम्प्रूव होते जा रहा है. अभी नया हॉस्टल बन रहा है, तो धीरे धीरे स्कूल भी आ जाएगा. यहाँ का लोकल लोग भी थोड़ा सपोर्ट करने लगा अभी, तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ में आके. मेरा यहाँ में 30 बच्चा है, जो बहुत सारा गरीब है, जो माँ बाप लोग पढ़ा नहीं सकता है. बहुत रिमोट एरिया का है, जहाँ स्कूल भी नहीं है, जहाँ लाइट का प्रॉब्लम है, जहाँ खाना पीने का प्रॉब्लम है. वो लोग मॉन्क्स भी नोवाइस मॉन्क 17
किया है हम लोग महाबोधि में 2010 में किया है, दिसंबर में. तो वहाँ में कोड़ी जी को मिला है, बड़ा भांडे जी को मिला है और आनंदा भांडे जी को मिला है. बहुत अच्छा है गुरु जी, बहुत महान है गुरु जी. लोग बहुत दयालु है, हम लोग से बहुत प्यार करते हैं अपने बच्चा जैसे.
Hidden in the middle of the forest, the birds are the witness to this beautiful center of Maha Bodhi in Kanubari. A small town in Kanubari Tehsil in Tirap district of Arunachal Pradesh, close to the Assam state border.
भांडे से सबसे पहले मैंने ये एक बड़ा चीज़ सीखा कि हमेशा अपना के लिए कभी मत सोचो. सबसे पहले सेवा करना सीखो. उसी शिक्षा के वजह आज मैं इस महाबोधि कानुबरी में एक भगवान बुद्ध का धर्म का सेवक काम करने के लिए आया हूँ. वी हैव 30 स्टूडेंट, 7 स्टाफ, 3 seminars and 2 kapiya.
and from next year we are planning to run a proper school. और जो हॉस्टल में रह रहे हैं उसमें भी like you know poor से poor स्टूडेंट को रख रहे हैं। यहाँ आने के बाद हर चीज़ अच्छा लगता है। दिस प्लेस इज़ क्वाइट, और जो भांतेस मॉन्क चैंटिंग करते हैं सुनने में अच्छा लगता है बिल्कुल दिल दिमाग में चला जाता है।
मैं बुद्धिस्ट नहीं हूँ, फिर भी मेरा इतना अटैचमेंट है कि बचपन से मतलब थोड़ा बहुत अटैचमेंट है वो बुद्धिस्ट धर्म से, और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है उससे।
Then we have started further in Tripura state. There one Venerable, under Venerable Kassapa only, one Venerable Vishuddhananda is in charge of a program. It's a big school program of 300 students.
Hidden in the middle of a dense forest, Chichinchera, a small village, is situated in Dalal district of Tripura. Amidst the greenery are little saffron monks, quietly praying, chanting and going to school. 69 monks stay at the monastery, 175 children study at the school. The center was started in 2008.
तो इसे हम लोग को जो दायन में से पहले महाबोधि सोसाइटी गई है वो देखा है, वो देख के हमारा माइंड भी सेंस हो गया है, तो हम भी सोशल वर्क करेंगे बोल के सोच रहा है। तो से बड़ो बंदे के साथ मिलके, आनंद बंदे के साथ मिलके, काशवा बंदे के साथ मिलके, उन लोग तो महान बंदे उन लोग के साथ मिलके बस हम लोग भी ये बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है अभी सोशल वर्क में।
I have been working here in Maha Bodhi school since 2 years, and I feel very good as a student of Maha Bodhi.
Subnachari, a small village in South Tripura along the Bangladesh border, was blessed with a beautiful center of Maha Bodhi.
Bhante always talk about humanitarian service and about the revival of Buddhism. Always, these words always struck in my mind. So that is the main point which inspired me to work for the revival of Buddhism and for the help of poor people, to give them education, which is why I'm still working with the Maha Bodhi, and I will be always. So we have around 60 monks and then 200 students who are studying at our Maha Bodhi school. So Maha Bodhi is established in 2014 with the blessing of our Bhante, and then under the guidance of Most Venerable Rajendra Mahathera. Firstly, we have monastic project, and then secondly is school, and then third is hostel. In monastery, we have various kinds of programs like going for Pindapada, and then meditation program, and then sometimes we have 7 days course for our small monks. And then apart from that, we used to run Sunday children program, so which is very good. Started mainly in Uposatha, Amavasya, and then Full Moon Day, New Moon Day. We used to conduct meditation for them. Nearly 13-14 elderly people come every week.
Novinchara is a place unheard of for many people. It's a small village in the state of Tripura. In the middle of a deep forest on a small hillock, Maha Bodhi is building a 108 feet Buddha statue. When completed, it will be a popular Buddhist pilgrimage center. The work on the Buddha started in 2017.
तो उसके बाद ये सिर्फ स्टैचू बोल के नहीं है, और इसमें आएगा हम लोग का छोटा छोटा कोठी आ जाएगा, अटैच टॉयलेट बाथरूम और सिंगल बेड डबल बेड का, और उसके बाद हम लोग का मंदिर आ जाएगा।
It was the vision and dream of Bada Bhanteji to have a center in Bodh Gaya, the most sacred place of all Buddhists around the world. It is the place where the Buddha became enlightened. It is the place where Maha Bodhi took birth, and it is here that Bada Bhanteji's vision of Dhamma became very clear. Not far from the main Maha Bodhi temple is the center of Maha Bodhi, Bengaluru, coming up. The new branch will be a center for meditation, research, and a center for pilgrims. The work has started in 2017 under the leadership of Most Venerable Kasapa Bhanteji, the president of the Maha Bodhi Society, Bengaluru.
Yeah, it was a Bada Bhanteji's dream wish that we should have a Maharaj's Buddhaya. And he used to say that we do something with pure mind, with pure object. Then don't mind for the money, money will come. Then I seek the help from Maha Upasika Monika Thade. She is very generous Maha Upasika. He came forward and he donated the money for purchase of land, also for construction of all the projects, as well as there are many local people, those who donated the construction of the project. So the project is going on well. We have three sections. One is monastery, one is temple, another one is pilgrimage center. And we have one library and temple for puja and training center, meditation training center.
Several Maha Bodhi centers and associate branches were started by Venerable Ananda in Germany. This is another really good work he has done. In Germany, Switzerland, France, Belgium and Spain. And USA Center too has come up in California in Coast Gold. You see, Mrs. Monika Thade of Switzerland has given a very sumptuous donation to Limbe. For a long time, for many years he has been doing that.
In the US, Maha Bodhi Metta Charitable Fund was established in 2004.
Bada Bhanteji first went to the United States, and there he started this Buddha Yoga Meditation Center, and he established 3 meditation centers which he, when he came back to India, he gave to some other monks. Then some associations were started in Europe, like we have Deutsche Buddhistische Humanitäre Vereinigung, DBHV, that is German Buddhist Humanitarian Association, was started quite long back, and that is very active and functioning quite well in Germany, managing some Dhamma programs, meditation programs and sponsorships. And then we have Maha Bodhi Metta Foundation in Switzerland, which is led by Maha Upasika Monika Thade, and she is just excellent, wonderful, very deeply rooted in Dhamma and very wise person. And under her guidance, this Maha Bodhi Metta Foundation is functioning with a regular meditation house where they get together almost every weekly, spend 1 day, 2 days in meditation and Dhamma studies and Dhamma programs. That is another important Maha Bodhi supporting organization, and because of Maha Upasika Monika Thade, her very magnanimous generosity, because of her help, a lot of developments took place in Maha Bodhi Society, schools or hostels or other centers which came up and which are serving so many lay people as well as monastic people. Then we have another association in France. It is called Association Maha Bodhi Karuna, And that group also had been working very hard and helping, especially our education program in the Northeast. And then we have Maha Bodhi Karuna Belgium, another group of very good dedicated people. And we also have Maha Bodhi Buddhist Center. It is still in a very beginning stage in Germany. Like that, in the overseas, people are quite interested, and not just interested, they really deeply want to realize the Dhamma. So many people are putting effort, and they are helping, they are cooperating with us in developing this Dhamma. And our monks visit almost every year to these countries and give teachings, and also they come here and spend some time. So like that, this overseas program is going on. And apart from these countries, our monks also visit different countries to give some Dhamma teaching. Maha Bodhi Society is based on something which always Bada Bhanteji called historical force. So it is a historical force which nobody can stop. It is the time now that people want Dhamma, people want peace, people want some understanding. Enough is enough, that rites and rituals and belief systems, and you are caught up in ignorance and delusion, and once again into the set of concepts, and you are not reaching anywhere. The problems are continuing. So people have started to search for truth. As long as this search is there, Maha Bodhi has a role to play. And that depends on the side of Maha Bodhi to really produce excellent monks, excellent nuns, excellent lay people, lay leaders, both men and women. That means somebody who is really dedicated and practicing. So that is the heart and that is the strength of Maha Bodhi. So as long as that strength is there, it will continue and flourish.
Inspired and charged by the unwavering energy and leadership of Bada Bhanteji, his faithful, dedicated disciples are a strong force who maintain high morale, a sense of community and togetherness, as well as a spirit of positivity, happiness, compassion, and love within the team members. Nothing can deter their determination in keeping alive the living legacy of the Buddha and making a difference in the world.
From the time I have come here, there has been the touch of Maha Bodhi, which means the touch of Dhamma in my life, which I am very grateful about, and I am what I am today because of Maha Bodhi.
This is the story of the living legacy of the Buddha, which Bada Bhanteji revived in India, and how it is spreading the light of its legacy in different parts of India and the world. By the grace of Lord Buddha and by the blessings of Bada Bhanteji and his faithful disciples, Maha Bodhi is the hub for learning, practicing and experiencing the taste of true Dhamma for all seekers. Not a single day passes here at Maha Bodhi without some fruitful Dhamma activities. Hundreds of people from around the world come, participate, give dana to the Sangha and share merits to all beings. The annual Katina rope offering program is some of the highlights. Maha Bodhi is blessed by many visiting teachers from various Buddhist countries and has always been blessed by the sacred Buddha relics. Maha Bodhi also distributes hundreds of Buddha statues to different parts of India. teachers never die. They live in your memory forever. Banteji is and will always remain in the hearts of his faithful disciples.
So my dear, this is the teaching of Buddhism. Go beyond caste. Go beyond meanness. Go beyond violence and the belief in violence. Believe in a moral life, Panchashila, and your life will be wonderful now and wonderful in future. May the grace of Lord Buddha surround your lives. May you all be enabled to live the path of metta, walk on the path of metta, live the life of metta. Nothing is greater than metta, universal love, the peaceful path of goodwill and amity. May you all be happy.